Hi guys, the name is Shay and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you're not new. So pretty much what I basically do on my channel is I talk about anime related content. I will talk about manga, video games, and also some comic information. So definitely stick around. And I want to say that for this week's topic that I'm talking about, or for this Wednesday's topic pretty much, is I'm talking about the anime community and a lot of delays and postponements and cancellations that we are pretty much seeing now heading into the summer anime season, and also the convention season as well. Now I do want to say that when I talk about cancellations, I mean any convention or show that is not going to be releasing in 2020 and it's decided to push back its release date or push back their date of when they're going to hold the convention. So that is one thing I want to make very, very clear. So one of the first things I do want to talk about is an anime movie that's actually was supposed to release in Japan on May 16th. And the name of this movie was Given, and is basically based off of the anime of the same exact name, which actually was streamed on Crunchyroll. I don't know when this anime was actually streamed, but I do know that it was streamed before. And the anime was supposed to release, like I said, on May 16th, but they actually decided to delay the release date. And at this current time, there is no new release date that has been announced. As of the recording of this video, there is no new release date. And that is for the Japanese release date. There's no hint or no talks about an American release date or a worldwide release date. I want to make that also very, very clear. But this was interesting because I have never seen this anime myself, although I did read the synopsis, and it seems like a really cool anime. It is a musical anime, and it seems like something I might want to check out in the future. Also, it seems like the movie is not going to be talking about the high schoolers in the original show. It's going to be based off of the adult members of the band, and they're bringing back all of the original voice actors to basically revoice their characters. So hopefully they release a new release date as well, because it'll be interesting to know how this is affecting the movie community out there, and also affecting overall the anime community, and what's going to happen or how far back they're going to push this out. Now, speaking of a lot of postponements and delays, as many of you guys know, we're heading into the summer anime season, and we're getting hints that a lot of the anime are going to be delayed due to what is currently going on. And that is because I know they've already said that Re:Zero is going to be postponed, and I know that's toward online affiliation. I'm probably saying that very wrong. Has also followed suit in being delayed, and I've also heard of pretty much a lot of simul dubs that Funimation basically comes out with also being delayed because of what's going on. And I know that for Funimation, at least for Funimation, a lot of the voice actors are currently working from home, which that's a whole nother topic in general, to basically give us these simul dubs or try to produce them as fast as possible. But there's been a lot of delays at this point. I can also say that so far I haven't heard too much about any other anime series for 2020 that are getting postponed. So who knows on what's going to actually happen. I just know about those two in general. And it'll be interesting to see how this basically all pans out. I do want to say though, I really hope that us as the anime community, that when we are told of these announcements of delays or postponements or pushbacks, that we basically are more understanding, and that we understand why a lot of these places are doing it. They're trying to keep their workers safe, they're trying to keep us safe, and they're trying to make sure that no one is hurt in the process of them trying to make a profit. But they have said, or at least what I have been able to read, that it is probably going to hurt the profit of the summer anime season because of them having so many delays and pushbacks due to what's currently going on. And I also want to say that when these anime do release, please try to watch them as legally as possible, so that we do help these anime companies profit from these shows, and we don't just look for streaming sites that aren't legal for us just to be able to watch it before everybody else. Just want to put that out there. And then one of the last things I do want to talk about is the convention season. And that is because, as we all know, summer convention season is pretty big, especially here in the US. There's a lot of conventions that go on. And as of right now, a lot of conventions have been either canceled or delayed at this point. And when I mean delayed, they're basically still going to happen in 2020, but they're just pushed back a few months at least. And I'm saying that because for me, a convention that I go to every year just announced yesterday that they're canceled and that they will not be even postponing it or having it at a later date this year. It's just going to happen next year. But all of us, thankfully, that had pre-bought tickets, our tickets will roll over till next year. So that's kind of a good thing, unless you're someone who wasn't planning to go next year, and then you're in a little bit of a pickle. But if you're someone that's going next year, you're basically okay. But now at this point, I will say a lot of the bigger conventions we haven't heard about. I do know that WonderCon decided to do their convention online, and I think that was kind of hit or miss. But now a lot of people are looking at San Diego Comic-Con, which of course is going to be happening at the end of July. And that's a huge convention. I've never been, but I have friends that pretty much go almost every year, and they always have a lot of fun. It's always a lot of people, and I always love reading and listening to the announcements of what's happening in Hall H. I don't know about you guys, but that's always one of the highlights whenever I've happened to watch or happened to look at Comic-Con and see what's actually going on. And so far for Comic-Con, they have not... Well, basically, they kind of did release a statement. They said that currently they're still going to be having the convention on the exact date that they have. They have not said that it's going to be postponed. They haven't said it's going to be canceled. And for me, looking at Twitter, a lot of people are saying, please don't cancel it. A lot of people are saying, please don't even do it online like they did WonderCon. There's a lot of things that people are saying, which... me personally, I find to be very selfish. I get that you paid a lot of money for a ticket. I get that you paid a lot of money for a hotel room, or you paid a lot of money for a plane ticket. But because of what's going on, I feel like a little bit of humility has to be there, and understanding of like, hey, if they cancel it, they're doing it for a good reason. They're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it because of what's basically going on, what the US is saying, and basically trying to keep not just the people that are attending safe, but also the people that are guests safe as well, because that's a lot of people congregating in one spot. So we'll see what happens with that. And also a lot of people have looked at Anime Expo as well, although some people are actually thinking Anime Expo will probably be canceled, but as of right now, it is currently still ongoing. It is going to happen on the day that it's supposed to happen, which I think is beginning of July, I believe. Usually that's when Anime Expo is. And so far, it has still said that it's gonna be happening. I will say that when I saw a list of currently like canceled or postponed anime conventions, or just conventions in general, a lot of the ones heading into later on in the year, like to midsummer or late summer, going into fall and winter, a lot of those are still currently gonna be happening. But a lot of the ones that are supposed to happen in like April, May, and June, pretty much at this point are either canceled at this point, postponed, or they're still trying to figure out what they're actually going to do. Me personally, how I feel about this is I feel that basically I think all the conventions should probably be canceled for this year, and I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me, but I'm only saying that because the fact we don't know what's going to happen, and I feel like trying to keep people safe is probably the #1 priority. And I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed if something gets canceled or something gets postponed, but because of the fact we're basically living in a time where it's so much unknown, like we don't know what's going to happen, I feel like rather than having like thousands of people congregate in one space and have the risk that someone's going to catch this and then spread it to a whole bunch of people who will then fly back to their families or their homes, is kind of irresponsible, in that it probably is down to this point to the conventions to make the decision to cancel. And I'm just saying that purely as someone that, while I wanted to go to the convention that I was going to go to, I also understood why they were doing it, and it makes me excited for next year, because now I know, well, also it makes the reputation look a lot better that they ultimately decided to cancel, but it also makes me excited for next year and hopeful that next year is better, you know, because hopefully all of this won't be going on. But let me know you guys' thoughts about it. Actually, let me know your thoughts about all of these topics. I know that for me, I feel like this is kind of when I'm starting to see a lot of the anime community affected. I know before we saw a lot of the movies were affected. We saw a lot of like TV shows were affected. And this is for me the first time I'm hearing of a lot of like basically the anime community being affected by what's pretty much going on, but I also figured it was kind of inevitable for it to happen, only because of the fact that this is something going on all over the world and it's going to have a chain reaction of who it's going to affect. And since it's happening in Japan, it's going to happen here as well, that things are going to get delayed or pushed back or canceled. So let me know your thoughts about all of this. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know, were you affected by any conventions that you might have been going to being canceled, postponed, or delayed? Let me know how you feel about any of the shows that have gotten also delayed or pushed back as well. And let me know if, just let me know in general, like how you feel about these topics. That's basically what I want to know. And that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will always leave links down below to all my social media accounts. There's my Instagram where I post like pictures on my stories and stuff like that. I have my Twitter where I post my thoughts of what's kind of going on throughout my day, what I'm watching, and so on and so forth. And I also have a blog where I basically post not just my videos that appear here, but I also post like little blog posts as well about like my thoughts, and also about, you know, like books I've read or so on and so forth. A lot of different topics honestly get posted onto my blog, to be completely honest. So yeah, check me out there. Of course, like always, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment below your thoughts on these topics, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. I know a lot of you guys check out my videos that are not yet subscribed, so just subscribe if you're enjoying my content as well. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and during today's what's going on today, basically stay healthy. All right, you guys.